Hey guys, welcome back. This is Planethead. I am flying out and staying. Um, if you have just found this video and want to start from scratch, I will constantly link the beginning of the playlist onto this video. It's a 100-day playlist of just starting from an alpha character, moving out to low sec and NPC null sec, and living out as a scavenger. Focused mainly on quick gameplay, being able to jump in and play anytime we want to, and not maybe if you have the time to be able to play 4 and 5 hours at a time, but if you've only got 30 minutes at a time to keep things interesting. Um, it's the way I like to play, and if you watch the previous videos, you'll get a feel for it. Probably be a little bit bored. um, Long story short, I am back out in Stain. If you watch my last video where I was forcefully removed from Stain due to losing my connection and getting my uh, exploration ship blown up at a gate, um, I have brought out I think it's an executioner here. Show info. Is it an execution? Yes. So I went to the career agents, picked myself up a cheap executioner for free by doing the career agent missions, and loaded it out with some very basic equipment. Um, I got the free light beam lasers and the multi-frequency small lasers to fire off of it. Still have my civilian afterburner on there. Along the way, I picked up a tracking computer. Um, I think that might be a little bit different from last time. Threw on an armor repair, defense, and then I did throw on a heatsink. At the end of the last video, I think uh, my damage per second was up to 46.2. It's now up to 51.2 or 46, somewhere around there. It's now up to 51, so I've been able to increase that a little bit by my skills. Just show you here. So skills, come on. There we go. So my skills, I was able to get my small energy turret up to a level 3. I'm now currently working on a level 4. This gives you a boost of 5% bonus to your damage. After I get done with these, I'm going to focus as far as damage on my tracking and a couple other skills. We talked about that in the last video to get that damage per second up a little bit higher. Then I'll start working on some other things on the ship as far as the guns, that sort of thing, fitting it out better, um, and just to be able to do more damage and be able to kill bigger stuff, and then upgrade the ship. I've also got some other things in here that I'm going to be throwing into the pipeline. This is a armor repairing ship, so I will be doing some hull upgrades, that sort of thing. So we'll talk about that as it comes along. A little bit of history over the last day or so. Actually, a little bit of last. Hey, yep, I was checking the scores. Um, so I had gotten all the way up to. Let's get out of here. Got up to pay here. That's kind of my home little station as I try to make my little jumps out to Stain. Got there last night. And then just today, I moved myself out to Stain. Was able to get into Stain here. There weren't any gate camps, luckily. And am currently in 1H4V Tech 0. I'm just going to keep traveling around in the area here, see how it is. I did this the other day, the last week, um, as an exploration ship. Now I'm going to be doing it as a fighting ship and working my way to slowly move out here full time. Bunch of little areas here that are really good. Um, I liked this area and this area here for exploration. This over here and here seems pretty good so far for killing some rats. I haven't gotten down in this area here. Let me check out some of these other parts here. I did die flying up in here, but I wouldn't disrespect that, or not. Well, that's a bad word. I wouldn't say not to go up there. This is where I lost my connection and died. So I want to check that out as well. The ship I'm in, well, there's a couple negatives to it, a couple positives. This is an executioner. It's a free ship that they give you through the career agents as you're going through them right at the beginning. This is mostly used as a tackle ship for fleets. It tackles other ships. It's a great little PvP ship. I don't know if it's great. I don't PvP that much. I'm going to be working on that. Hopefully have some videos down the road for that. But it gets, I'll just show you here, its bonuses. Always like to talk about the positives first. It gets your, it has a lower activation cost for its guns, energy, and that's important for the laser turrets because they use capacitor. And then it also gets a bonus to your damage per frigate level. It also gets a bonus toward propulsion or reduction of propulsion jamming systems activation. So it is made to lock other guys down. So this is the type of ship you fly in to try to hold somebody down while your friends fly in to try to kill them if you're flying in a fleet. So what do I have here? Well, I was able to fly out and kill a few little frigates. Also, and this is the best part about flying out in nullsec, a lot of people just go for the bounties and then leave the junk. Well, as I was flying out here, I came across some junk and was able to pick up some stuff along the way. And that's where I decided to start the video because I thought I'd show you what you can do by playing a scavenger lifestyle. This is not power gaming. This is basically living off the land. So you saw my fit here earlier. I definitely could throw in some rigs there down the road. I want to keep my guns together. Now I did pick up a better gun, but I want to keep them loaded. So I'm going to start accumulating these guns, hopefully. I do have an open slot here in the middle, and I could upgrade these if I want to. These are the things that I was able to come across. Quick note, one thing that you can do is you can filter this. Now you can filter it by the things that they give you, or you can filter it by the different options here. Now what I like to do is do it by, is it slot type? I think it's slot type. Yeah, and let's say I want to filter it by all medium power slots. So let's go medium power and save. There we go. So now I've got everything up here. If I want to look at everything that works for this medium power slot type right here, I would just come over here, click on that, and it will filter all that out. When I played a long time ago, this used to frustrate me. I didn't know about this feature. I was so dumb. I used to make cargo containers and sort everything that way. This just saves you a lot of time. So I've got a little bit of room here with my power and my capacitor. What do I want to throw in here? Well, if I wanted to, I can't use this 50 micro warp drive. So that's too big. But I got some other options. If I wanted to lock somebody down with a warp scrambler, if this was a PvP ship, I could use that, but I'm not going to. That's not what I'm doing out here right now. So I've got three other options going on here. The first one is my fleeting compact stasis webifier. Now if I put that on here, what this does is it would slow down the other ship, if you already know this. It reduces their target velocity by 55%. How would that help me in what I'm trying to do with this ship? Well, what it would do is it would slow them down to make them easier to hit. Now, I've already got my tracking computer on here, so the question is, does the tracking computer, which helps me hit them better, which also I've put in the scripting for the tracking speed bonus, so it helps my guns move faster? Or do I slow down the target that I'm going after, and or do I do both to make it hit easier? Now, for me, I'm used to the Webifier, so I'm going to actually use that and take off. Whoops. Don't take off your civilian afterburner. Well, I need to upgrade that soon. Let's take this off here. And there we go. I'm going to use the Webifier. The only difference here, I want to see, is attributes. Does it have a... Trying to figure out, remember how far away I can get people with this. Activation, structure, fall off 10%. Looking for the range on it. Can't remember what the range was on it. I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to go with the Scrambler for a little bit. The second one here, so I've decided to try that one out. I'm going to flip back and forth with them over the next day or so to see which does better, as long as I don't die. The second, and I'll probably give you an update on that. The second one here is a little bit of an interesting thing. So, the first one here is the big thing with flying in a MAR is your capacitor usage, because your guns use part of your capacitor. So you want your capacitor to always be powered up. The compact recharger, let's just show you here, increases the capacitor recharge rate. So it would speed up the capacitor going faster. Whereas the battery increases capacitor storage, provides defense against energy leach or neutralizer effects. So it does a double duty there. Rather than recharging the capacitor faster, it increases the capacitor size. It also protects against leeches and neutralizers. So the question is, which one do I use? Well, let's see here. This one I can use. This one I can't. I do want to try them both out to see how they both work. But what I will do is actually throw on the small compact thing there. And just to show you the difference here, let's see, does it show me my... Should be up here, my capacitor up here. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Notice I'm at 414 here, and my recharge rate is negative 2.8 gigajoules. If I bring it up, it now goes to negative 0.03 excess capacitor recharge rate, and I go up to 565. So this would actually help the recharge rate of it, but I gotta get that skill up. So let's find out what that skill is. Add it to the queue. It's a nice little boost. I don't think I remember having that the last time I played. Okay, good. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I am looking for my skills. Is that my skills there? There we are. And skills. I'm going to put that at the top of the list. It doesn't take too long to get up there. I think put it down there. Yeah. So I'm going to put this in here so I can try that out later on today and see what the differences are. Hopefully have an update for you on that. There we go. Okay. So a few little upgrades to the ship here that I've been able to scavenge. Things I need to look for are a better afterburner if I'm able to get them out here. Also, I could probably put in a top slot here. Down the road, upgrade everything, including throw on some rigs. But that'll be a little bit down the road. This is a testing situation. So we're good here. Let's go out and shoot something. How much time do we have left? We've got roughly 15 minutes. So the one negative, I will say the one real negative for flying this out here is this right here. Your hold is only 115 meters cubed. So you can't haul that much in this ship. So if you kill stuff, you got to constantly be going back, taking that stuff back to your base. Okay, so we got nobody in system. Always keep this up while up in nullsec. Locations. Got my locations good. Got a safe spot set up. Asteroid belts. How many? We got 4 in this system. I will be constantly moving around in the systems, looking for good kills. I'll show you what I kind of look for. I like to go to the asteroid belts because everything that I kill there drops something. So we're going to go ahead and close that down. It's a good example. Now let's see if I can do what I want to do here. So I've got 3 battle cruisers and 2 frigates. I'm not going to be able to kill these battle cruisers. What I want to do is close range on these frigates, these butchers, kill them, and hopefully my transfer... Ooh, they are shooting the... Let's get my armor up here. Armor repairing. Okay, I think I was able to get my transversal close enough. So now there's a good chance that only the butchers can hurt me. So I was able to close range, getting close enough that the tracking for the battle cruisers right now are having a really tough time hitting me. So now I can just focus on these butchers and try to kill them. Totally scavenging what I'm doing here. Okay, we got him dead. He's going to be dead soon. There we go. Constantly be moving around. This is what I like to do. It's active gameplay. It's not just sitting around and putting your drones out. Because I've found that if you do this, it gets you better and better down the road if you want to get into PvP, I think. Let's get that armor repaired. There we go. Now here's the thing. I can webify him. That will slow down his speed. Whoa, somebody hit me. Let's get that webifier off there. Be careful. Always be careful. I took the webifier off mainly because well, these guys are. Maybe it's because they moved out to a farther range. Okay, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Okay, the butcher is dead. Alright. You got to be a little bit careful. Sometimes they get in a lucky swat at you. As my skills go up, too, it will actually help me be doing this. I am what is called, and I probably said this before, speed tanking. I'll probably say it over and over again. I love speed tanking. It's one of my favorite things to do. Most people focus on both armor tanking and shield tanking, which is definitely, you need to know how to do it. Speed tanking will always be useful to you, even if you're not able to avoid the damage. You can minimize the damage if you know transversals and things like that. So if you notice here, I am just picking stuff up. There's not a whole lot that I got here, but it worked out. Am I going after these battle cruisers? No, not right now. Down the road, I can actually, if it's similar, whenever I used to, now I haven't flown a lot of Omar ships, but if you get your ships upgraded, you can actually kill battle cruisers with uh, frigates. Takes a little bit of work. Alrighty, so all I did was go to my save spot here to make sure everything was okay. And then I'll just fly back over here. I will go to belt number 2. Now the belts here are a little bit limited. Future episodes will talk about which belts I actually look for. I like to look for systems that have a lot of belts. If you can look for systems where the belts are away from the startup. Ooh, this is even, well, no, these are 2 destroyers. So again, I need to be very careful. We're going to try it out here. I may die. It's always the best part about this. Now, if I can, I don't want to fly straight at these guys. I want to fly in a general direction. Now, they're not hitting me yet. They will close range very quickly. So as they get up near me, there we go. Now I'm going to change that direction. And fire. Ooh, wow. Get ready. If I need to duck out of here. Yeah, I'm not going to take any chances here. I haven't been able to hit them yet. I'm just going to warp out while I've still got my tail between my legs. There we go. So you notice there, I was being careful. There's a couple things I looked at there. Actually, I'm very happy with that, even though I didn't kill anybody. This is where I'm able to try things out. What I did initially was I looked at the situation. I had a couple of battleships and 2 destroyers, which have a lot more firepower than the frigates that I was shooting earlier. Now, I wasn't too worried about the battleships. They're even worse shots than the battle cruisers. But the destroyers have a lot more firepower, and they're very similar to frigates. It's actually a ship that I'm going to be skilling into next. Because they're the things that can actually really make you a lot of ISK out here. But so what I ended up doing was I started toward them, and then as I was coming at them, I veered off to the right, so that even if they did hit me, they wouldn't be hitting me straight on. So that would limit the amount of damage coming at me, or even possibly miss me. As they turned and started coming at me, and they got within 20 kilometers, or that's what I was shooting for, hopefully I was able to, that's whenever I start trying to turn in and try to come in at them and get that orbit around them. And once I have that, then I might be able to get that transversal going, that they hit me for less or don't hit me at all, and shoot and kill them. What I noticed was they were still able to hit me. So my speed was not good enough. I maybe hitting the web fire to slow them down makes their guns work less. Maybe if I upgrade my afterburner, that will help. Obviously, if I upgrade some of the repairing abilities that I have, or my skills at flying within the game and outside of the game, that can actually help it as well. But so I've definitely got some growth going on there. What I'm happy about there is I recognized it, tried it out, had an exit plan. I wasn't just pointing and clicking, saying, okay, go attack this guy, orbit, and kill. There was an actual plan, which I executed to go do it. Sometimes I'm not that good at doing that. Next level, which I'm not good at, which I'd like to do way down the road, is I'm very good at doing it against computer bad guys. Whenever I'm fighting somebody else, I freak out. Somebody's attacking me, I start to worry. I forget everything that I've learned. So this is more of a practice for that. And I usually die. So, okay. I think that's a good spot to end there. Where we at here? We're at 25 minutes. That's good. Um, a lot of things a lot of growth to do, a lot of things to happen. Going to be doing a lot more blowing stuff up out here and how I live out here with this. I'll also get my exploration ship back out here to do some more with that, and slowly moving out here to live a little bit more. Any questions, any ideas, any thoughts, just message me. You can message me at Jeremiah Johnson 72 within the game. Or if you want to post a comment on YouTube, please feel free. I'd actually prefer to receive messages within the game. It's just more fun for me. Keeps it more within the realm of Eve. But alrighty, you guys fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however you want, and have a good one. Alrighty, bye bye.